Live. News 8 at noon starts now.
We are following breaking news in Fairfield. All schools in the area locked down because of a number of threats made over the phone. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Keith Kuntz. We are on top of that big breaking news out of Fairfield County. After several threats have been made to area schools at this hour, multiple police agencies in Fairfield and surrounding communities are responding. Again, we have team coverage this noon. We begin with News 8's Jackie Slater. Jackie, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Keith, I'm here at the Quick Center. This is the Fairfield University campus. Now, this is where parents were told at about 9 o'clock this morning they could come here, meet here to get real-time updates and information from the school and police. Now, hundreds of parents were here. They say probably a little over 200 parents here waiting to get word on just what was going on inside those schools. Now, we got here a little after 11 o'clock, and at that point, parents were being told they could go home and wait for the students to get home from school. Now, Fairfield schools are going to be operating on a normal early dismissal schedule. Now, again, when we got here at 11, lots of parents here, emotions very high, parents visibly upset, and they say they just wanted to get home to hug their students, hug their children. Now, we talked to some of them as they were leaving. Here's what they had to say.
Terrifying, but it seems like the town and the police have been doing exactly what we're hoping that they would do in this situation. I'm just terrified for the kids that are, they're sitting in the classroom and they're not allowed to leave and they know something's happening. So I have to wait now and give them hugs as soon as I see them.
Scared? Okay, right now. I mean, the town's done a great job. They're getting all the kids out. They're going to do an early dismissal. I think everybody really wants to get over to the schools and get their kids, even if they're on buses. We just want to see our kids and hug them.
Now, joining me now is Tom Pellegrino. He is the Vice President of Student Affairs here at the university. Tom, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Busy day for you guys. When did you first get the call that you were going to be needed to help in this situation?
Yeah, so the first indication we got was around 9:30 this morning, both about the active shooter threat in town in general, and then shortly thereafter the notification that parents would be coming here. Fairfield University serves as a evacuation site in cases of crises that involve the town in general, so we were ready to deal with that.
You've prepped for this before. What's it like when it's actually happening?
Yeah, there's preparation, but then when it happens in reality, we did a very good job of it, but in a situation like this, it's bringing people together and staying calm and understanding that emotions are high and understanding who you're dealing with in terms of the parents.
So lots of parents here. What did you see? What do you think they were feeling as they were getting here?
Yeah, it's always communication and lack of information and knowledge. So the first thing we try to do is get them situated safely here on campus and then provide them the information that they have without causing any further excitement or anxiety on their part. And we work closely, again, in collaboration with a lot of staff members here on campus as well as Fairfield Police and Fire in order to do that.
Lots of people coming together to make this happen. Do you think it went smoothly overall? How are you feeling now that this is kind of winding down a little bit?
Yeah, and hopefully we are going to have a safe and good conclusion to all of this at the end of the day. I think it went very well here on campus. As you mentioned, we had a little over 200 parents coming to the campus. Emotions were high. Our first thing was to make sure the traffic comes in safely. Once they got out, we were able to welcome them here to Fairfield University's Quick Center, have them seated down, and we had staff here to talk with them and just keep them alerted while the university itself was issuing routine alerts to our campus community and just information gathering and being responsive to their needs. And as you said, I think it went very well, and parents, when the early dismissal notification did go out, we were able to usher them out and make sure they got off campus safely to their homes.
All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Right.
Now, again, parents being told that the schools will be operating on a normal early dismissal schedule. I'm told that various schools have different times that happens. So if you are a parent, you're watching now, you want to make sure that you know what time your child will be coming home. Some parents did say they were going to the schools to pick up their students. Again, we are going to continue to follow this situation, but as of right now, it seems that it's ending on a calm note and things here definitely settling down at Fairfield University. Live in Fairfield, Jackie Slater, News 8.
All right, Jackie, that is good news. We continue now with our team coverage this afternoon with News 8's Kent Pierce, who is live at the Fairfield Police Station. And Kent, there has been a very extensive police presence at schools throughout the Fairfield area all day long. What is the latest now?
Yeah, and the latest is that they want to get the message out that everything is fine. No one was hurt. No one was ever in any danger. They just got some very scary phone calls that they had to take very seriously, and that's what Fairfield police did. We had a press briefing from all of the emergency officials in town that wrapped up about a half an hour ago. They said there was a series of calls made to both 911 and to schools. The first call had nothing to do with schools, in fact. It was from a residence on Black Rock Turnpike. At least that's what the caller said. And in that call, whoever was calling said there was a threat to kill somebody or they had just killed somebody. So police obviously went out, checked it out, turned out to be a false alarm, a hoax. Then the other calls started coming in. Some made directly to the schools, some made to 911. There were various threats to various schools. Police wouldn't confirm for us exactly how many calls or about how many schools. One of the threats was that somebody with an M16 was spotted walking around school. That's an assault rifle. Another threat was a bomb threat to a school. But the important thing is now police have checked out all of them, and this is what the chief has to say.
That all of our schools, both private and public, within the town of Fairfield are safe and secure, and all the students, personnel, and anyone who occupies the school are safe at this point.
And so you saw Jackie a few minutes ago, and she was at the Quick Center at Fairfield University. That's where parents were originally told for more information, told to go for more information. There's no need to go there anymore because schools are all on an early dismissal schedule. The same thing that would happen if there were a snowstorm coming in this afternoon. So all parents are told to just stay at home, wait for the kids to come home. Some are probably already arriving home because the high school probably just dismissed a few minutes ago. There was never a real danger to anybody. That's the point that they want to stress here. Just wait at home for the kids to come home. If there are any after-school activities, sporting events that the kids are scheduled for tonight, those are not happening. No after-school activities and no sporting events either home or away for Fairfield tonight. Keith?
Ken, to your knowledge, are all the searches of these schools complete at this hour?
They have gone through all the schools. They have found nothing that was ever any threat to anybody.
And did they involve K-9 units as well? Do you know?
I don't know the specifics of that. They involved basically everything that Fairfield has because other towns, Bridgeport, Easton, Reading, Seymour,
right,
other towns sent a bunch of police officers into Fairfield because the Fairfield officers were all out fanning out in all those schools checking them out.
All right, so the main headline now, all clear in Fairfield.
Yes.
Ken Pierce, thank you. Just another reminder now about those early dismissals at schools in Fairfield. All of the high schools were dismissed about 20 minutes ago at 11:45. All the middle schools are set to be dismissed at 12:40. All of the elementary schools will dismiss at 1:40 except for Holland Hill, which will be dismissed, we understand, at 12:55 this afternoon. We have also learned that the governor's office is in touch with law enforcement in Fairfield County, ready to offer any help if needed. Apparently, according to Kent Pierce, the situation is pretty much taken care of at this hour. Stay with News 8 WTNH.com as well as our Facebook and Twitter pages. For the very latest on the school lockdown earlier today in Fairfield County, we'll have live updates on this developing story throughout this broadcast here on News 8.